We now go to Wimbledon, where our own Katrina Adams is in London. I hope you're having a jolly old time there. Katrina, how are you?
I'm having a great time, ladies. And you know what? This is the first of two quarterfinal days at Wimbledon, so a lot of action still to come.
You know who I am so excited, and I don't think I'm alone, Kat, in wanting to see Chris Eubanks deliver. And I know he is not a rookie. He has been on the tour for a while. He is 27 years old. But to watch him on the court, and just because I came from an era of like really strong USA men's tennis, it's nice to see a U.S. men's tennis player playing so well at this level. How important is that to the U.S. side?
Oh, it's so important. And specifically for someone like Christopher Eubanks. You know, Chris has been around. He's 27, as you mentioned. And, you know, it's been a journey for him. I mean, he went to Georgia Tech University, played 3 years of college tennis. He was got the sportsmanship awards. He did extremely well, but then he came out on tour and just kind of battled his way and chipped away up the rankings. And, you know, lo and behold, he's having a breakthrough here at Wimbledon of all places. What an amazing feeling. I remember my rookie year, I got to the fourth round and he surpassed me by getting to the quarterfinals. But when you look at Chris, you see this tall 6'7" stick, if you will. And he doesn't have a lot of meat on his bones, but he has really worked so hard in getting stronger and more fit. And his talent has really shown here on the grass courts.
You know, by the way, I want to say, so Kat is our resident tennis player. Lisa Leslie is now a resident tennis analyst. I mean, she knows so much about the sport. She's a tennis mom. Her daughter Lauren plays. You have a ton of questions I know you want to ask Kat. You want to get into the the nuts and bolts of this tournament.
Well, listen, you know, when I'm at home cooking, what's on for me is the tennis channel. So Kat knows how much I love tennis. I call and text her about. But Kat, I have a few questions. One, when you think about Chris and the fact that he was able to be an analyst this year and now having the opportunity to be sort of on the other side, he talked about watching Frances Tiafoe have so much success in the U.S. Open, and now here it is his time. But can you also talk about now, once you start to win, you get the pressure of the media, you have to do photo shoots. How has he responded thus far?
Well, he's obviously responding well. He's still winning. But yes, there are a lot more demands, many more interviews. You know, the pressures of sponsors now wanting to jump on the bandwagon. I'm sure he's had several meetings with his agent, but he has a very experienced agent, someone that's been in the game for almost 30 years. And so I'm sure they're managing that extremely well. But still, when it's your first time in the spotlight like that, it can take a lot of energy out of you. And it's so important for him to just stay in the moment, stay focused, continue with his routine day in and day out, whatever he's eating and getting them proper amount of rest at night so that he can come back and perform again the next day.
So I saw that Iga lost today. Elena, who, you know, we're so excited to see her have so much success after having her baby. And listen, all moms know, when all of us who've come back from having a child and going back into sports, that it just hits you something different inside. Can you just talk about her success and what this comeback means for her?
And she's from Ukraine. How inspiring.
I mean, for Svitolina, I mean, wow, what a dream come true, right? Yeah, to be able to come back from motherhood and come out and beat the #1 player in Iga Swiatek. She played so well. She's been playing well all week long. And you can see that confidence and that level of fitness coming back with each and every match. And for someone like Svitolina, she hasn't just been playing for herself. She's been playing for a nation. And it's just so much pressure for her when she goes out on the court. She feels the love from everyone in the stands, everyone that she's in the locker room with. And I think, you know, this is such a treat and rewarding for her to be able to get to the semifinals of Wimbledon after coming back from having her child.
I got to ask one more tennis question.
Yes, go.
Sabalenka, Madison Keys, the other American woman still standing. You know how much I love tennis, both power players from baseline to baseline. Like, oh my God, you get to see this match tomorrow. Tell us about that matchup and who do you think is going to win?
Well, I mean, you're talking about, you know, power to power on the ground. Sabalenka is probably having her best year yet. She's playing with so much confidence. She's playing a lot more consistent. She has a lot more variety in her game, though, versus Madison Keys. Sabalenka will come to the net. She can throw in a slice or a drop shot here and there. And Madison is pretty much a straightforward power player. If Madison is on, she's very tough to beat. She's proven that here this week. came back from a very tough match against a young Andreeva yesterday in 3 sets. And so I think she can take that momentum into tomorrow's matchup. Going into the semifinals, I think she's ready. I think she's primed to go as far as she can here. And when you're talking about the American players going back to summer, Madison is preceding Eubanks. Yesterday, they were on court number 2. Keys played first. Eubanks played second. Tomorrow, they're on court number 1, so they're moving up. If they can win, perhaps they'll be on center court for the semifinals the following day. So or whenever they play. But I think they are leading the pack. Jessie Pegula fell short today in the quarterfinals. She's number 4 in the world. I'm sure she's looking to rebound back on the U.S. Circuit this summer, leading into the U.S. Open. Coco Gauff fell short earlier this week, as did Frances Tiafoe and Taylor Fritz and Tommy Paul. But there's a lot of Americans there. But Chris Eubanks and Madison Keys are the ones that are carrying the flag right now.